Hello, everybody. Okay, so this Friday, this last Friday, which was 2 days ago, because today's Sunday. Okay, so this last Friday, I went to go check out this movie, Tag, with Ed Helms. I don't know who else were the actors, but initially, I went to see this with the perspective that this movie would suck, because Tag, I mean, it's based on a true story, but the problem is that why would they make a movie about Tag? Like just regular people playing kids, just regular people playing kids stuff. Tag. What do you expect from Tag? You just go, Tag, you're it, Tag, you're it, Tag, you're it, Tag, you're it. And then there was this guy in the movie that you didn't get to see throughout the first 20 minutes of the movie. It was a guy that supposedly was a master at tagging. He was never caught. He was never tagged in his life. He was never tagged by anyone. So the plan was for this guy that was getting married to be tagged. And they said, yeah, I know where he's going to be at. I know where the guy's going to be at. So let's go to his wedding. And the thing is that the guy that they were chasing was a master at tag. It was funny. It was funny. It was a funny movie. Don't get me wrong. But the thing that I had that was a big setback for me was that the whole purpose of the movie was just to tag the guy. The whole purpose of the movie was just to be able to tag the guy that's never been tagged for 30 years. I forget his name, but he was never ever tagged, which was insane. But the only good thing about this movie is that it was funny, and there was a lot of things that they actually did good, except for the purpose of the movie sucked. But the things in the movie was funny. But the movie itself was just, I mean, the whole plot of the movie was kind of, to me, boring, because tag? Who's going to be playing tag at age 40, 50? Like, yo, what movie? I mean, the movie was funny. If you guys think it was funny too, then thank you. And if you guys don't think it was funny, then thank you anyways. But I thought the movie was incredibly funny. But, and I will give this big but again, is that the movie was bad, because I mean the whole plot of the movie was insanely bad, because who's going to be tagging at age 30, 40, 50? Who's going to be playing tag? And who's going to get mad over a guy that hasn't been tagged for 30 years? They tried tagging him, and that one guy ends up being the one and only winner. Like, yo, I'm the master of tagging, so you cannot tag me. That's really lame though. It's just a movie. Don't get me wrong, but when I went for it, I thought it was going to be insanely better than what it was. I mean, it was funny. It was funny, but the premise of the movie was just insanely horrible. It was insanely boring. The premise of the movie, like the plot, the whole thing is just to play tag and tag their friend that they have never tagged for 30 years. So they knew where he was going to be, because they found in a newspaper or in an article that the guy was going to get married, and they said, oh yeah, we can go follow him there and we can tag him, or we could go to his house. Like, if you know where he lives, then why in the world would you want to go follow him all over the place to tag him? But like I said, the thing that was good was that guy was a master of tagging. I mean, it's not really, to me, it wasn't funny because of tag, because tag is boring. But the thing they made him do was funny. The one guy, he was able to overcome everything. He said, slow motion, toss the donuts. Slow motion, toss this. slow motion, toss that. But I was let down because who in the world is gonna make a movie about Tag and have Ed Helms be angry that he cannot tag his friend, that he was tricked into believing that the guy was untaggable. Like, look, the whole movie was, I mean, the movie itself was funny, but the plot, the whole thing leading up to them eventually tagging their friend because Ed Helms supposedly had like kidney problems or something, and kidney problems in the end or something, because when he chased his friend to tag him at the wedding, he fell and just planted his face there and he couldn't move. And when they took him to the hospital, they found out he had some sort of illness, like I don't know if he had kidney problems or heart problems or something, and they said, we can fix you up, bro. And if I'm not going to be here any long, so do you want to tag me? Because if not, then I could die today or die tomorrow, and you will not be able to play tag ever again. But this movie was definitely was definitely based on a true story, because they showed the actual guys that were playing tag for 30 years or so on and so on, and that is cool. But the thing that I was disappointed in, and I'll say it again, the thing that I was disappointed in was that when he played tag, I mean, the whole thing that disappointed me was just the tag part. But I went to see it because I wanted to see what they could do with this so-called movie Tag, or with the game of tag. What could they do to make it better? Because to me, that was definitely bad. So this review is going to be kind of short, because tag. What do you expect from tag? Just one guy going to get tagged and that's it. You're tagged, you're it. Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. And then they have the same thing as always, truce. And then they have no tag backs, no tag here, no tag there. You cannot tag me again. I tagged you. You cannot tag me. Okay? And that was it. But the whole thing was just blah. I didn't really like it. So it wasn't good to me. So for the most part, I would say it was funny, but the whole purpose of the movie was boring. I think the name of the guy was Jerry or something. They were trying to get him, but let's just go with Jerry, the guy that was a master of the guy that was a master was. We'll just say his name is Jerry. You guys can confirm in the comments down below if his name is Jerry or what's his name. The guy that was untaggable for 30 years. So that's my thought on that. I would have thought that this movie would have been better. But nowadays, I'm not trying to be bad. But Ed Helms has movies that are insanely just out for his money. It's just like Zach Galifianakis. Zach Galifianakis is not funny anymore. He hasn't been funny since he left Hangover. But that's not the purpose of this review. This review is to say that, look, the movie Tag was funny because of all the technical stuff they did to it. But for itself, it was not great. It was not good. Just that, oh, you're gonna go tag your friends. Tag. Let's go to his house and tag him. Or let's go to his wedding and tag him. Let's go to his funeral and tag him when he's dead. No, that was just insane. And then you have to get all your family and your friends and your co-workers and everybody else to play this miserable game Tag. Like, I have to be honest. Like, Tag. I understand that the movie is Tag, but I understand that the movie is Tag. There's some fun in it. I mean, look, For little kids, I would say Tag is amazing. If you're a little kid, any game can be amazing. Patty Cake could be amazing. Patty Cake could be amazing. Tag could be amazing. I don't know what else. I could say Kickball could be amazing. Dodgeball could be amazing. I mean, I'm not sure about adults playing Tag. It's just not for me. I don't see Tag as, oh, Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. That's where I said, look, that is insanely bad. So I would say, for the most part, I would say that movie was just bad. And it only gets one, I would say only 3 stars. Not because of the movie itself. The movie itself was funny. But the whole purpose of the movie was boring. It ended up being, like, for real, boring. Sorry if you hear noises, because there's people with fireworks out there because of the game, of the Mexico versus Germany game. So I would have to say that this movie was just not good. And I am going to be reviewing more movies in the future, but for the most part, this movie was just not worth it. Like, there's people out there that said it's an amazing movie, it's great, I loved it, people clapped. But for me, I just say goodbye. Just, I wonder what could happen later on, but this movie was not for me. I think that Ed Helms has hit the top already. He can't go any higher than what he's doing. He's trying to be funny, but the thing that made him funny was Hangover, like, because it was a group of people that were there to make it funny. But by themselves, I would have to say that it's just a low for me. Just not worth it. Just a waste of time. So I would like to say thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!